Good morning, YouTube. Starting the day a little bit late. It's 6 o'clock, but we're going to hit this regardless, and in 30 minutes, we'll hit the live trading. Yesterday, I slept a bit late, so I slept in like 30 minutes. At least I feel fresh, so let's start. AMD. Yesterday to start the day. Look, this is how it panned out. Boom, 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 boom. First bar, little green bar, we do nothing. Second bar, boom, big bar. Good location, I'm looking for a short. This gives me the hidden color change when it turned red right here. So I entered at 105.40-ish, I believe. 105.40-ish at 9:35. Yeah, basically just right when this thing turned red, I think, is when I entered. When it cleared the bottom of this bar. So I went 2 lots there with an event stop over the top like that. And boom, stopped out at 9:36 at 105.83, around there. So that was the first trade. So to run you guys through, my initial trade idea was to play the bounce, right? Because this bar, I was expecting price to come back into the bar, maybe about halfway, right? Back to this whole number maybe. And then I was going to short it on the bounce, on the way back into the bar. So I was planning to get my entries around here and then have my stop above the MA. That would have been the best. But again, I haven't built that confidence. Like I'm not able to execute. So instead I went on confirmation of the hidden color change. And then the stop was here, which isn't ideal because I got a big bar right here shooting its power to the right. And I got the 200 right here shooting its power down. But anyways, this MA could have been flatter, right? Yeah, it could have been flatter. The flatter the 200 is, the stronger it is. That one's not too flat. But see this one right here is pretty flat. This one is rising. But yeah. So name, hidden color change, position is below 200, like -1 position. I would say below 50% of the elephant bar, the red bar. You got the risk is okay, minus 87 bucks. I would say this trade is a mediocre trade. It's nothing crazy. Nothing too great. It's not the worst though. So let's see. Mediocre. Where the fuck is this thing? Hello? Bruv. wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. Got a nice power bar. I was expecting follow through and got none. This trade would have been better if the 200 was flat. It's rising, which isn't the best form of the 200. Also, using an event stop in that area isn't the best idea because I have the power bar and the 200 on my side, so I should take advantage. The best stop would have been above the big bar, so it probably should have been a one lot trade with the max stop, with an event stop above the big bar, big red bar. And then the next three trades, I keep trying to milk a short out of AMD. So 937, I see this thing, isn't pulling back too crazy. I'm seeing how price is looking. It's coming up about halfway what I wanted to do, and I want to see it reject a little, reject a little, come back down, blip, wick out. That's what it does. So I start adding again at 105, 62, 65. Yeah, so price went up here, started coming back down. See, I'm not so comfortable adding here. Like, I wanted to see it come wick down a little, See a little bit of confirmation that there's bears in there. So I go about 2 lots here. And then I have my stop a bit above the whole number, just like right at the 200. And then boom, gives me an actual confirmation bar of the color change. So I'm thinking, let's go, it's finally gonna go. I was wrong. So I went about 2 lots here. And then my stop was about here. Max stop. Then I got the actual color change, so I added around here. Let's see. Added around here. 2 more. And then, well, I move my stop tight. Like about here on event. And yeah, that thing stopped out. So that was $109 loss. Again, I don't think the trade idea is too bad. Just didn't give me the follow through I wanted. And again, I don't think I should have had that much size on, because if I have to tighten it up that much, then it's not advantageous, because the best stop is here. I have this whole bars range to work with and the 200 space for the stock to move, and work out. But if it's too tight, just one quick hit and I'm out, and then it might work again. But this right here is a true invalidation point. But name, bounce, add on bounce, and I mean the reason why I added on the bounce was it didn't seem too violent. You know, came back 50% into the EB. Position, what we got for position? I mean, shit, I already said it, but again, below the 200. Then 50% EB risk, chilling. Oh, I also added on the actual color change plus the real color change right here. Again, not bad, just didn't get the follow through I wanted. Let me see. See, it starts tailing out here. I mean, my stops down here already got wicked out. I don't have the chance to know if the 200 would have held or this bar's range would have held. But look, oh, I see that. I'm thinking, oh no. But yeah, that shit kind of went pretty high on this one. But still, a stop at like 106.50 above this bar, you would have been safe like by a cent. Then that shit just rejects heavy. Right now. See? So, seems like that was the best stop. But I mean, because I just kept adding, the only way I could add is to reduce risk, so that's why. Tried another short because the bounce wasn't showing me any violent signals of reversal. Kept waiting for price to wick to show me that there was some bears in there, and that's when I added. Then my second ad when I entered. Then my ad came on the actual color change. My initial entry had a stop above the 200 or stop at the 200. Again, the best location is above the big bar, big red bar. So already my stop is pretty tight. Then with the ad, I have to reduce risk. So I go right to event stop. Right. Go right to event stop. This thing, which makes the stop very tight. It means it has to go, or I'm gonna get wicked out, or I'm gonna trail out very quick. And well, I trailed out. I stopped out. Yeah, I mean, shit. In hindsight, the big bars high held before AMD dropped. So it did indeed seem to be the best location for the true invalidation point of this short. Okay, so shit gets a little messy, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting for some bearishness. So it's sort of a bear 180, right? Decently big red bar rejecting. Now the 20's caught up, so I'm just looking for color changes. I didn't get this yet. I mean, it didn't color change yet, but this one did. And I'm pretty sure I got that one, which was, I believe, this 959. Yeah, 2 lots short at 105.82. Yep, below the bar right here. Stop over the top. This thing comes back, taps the 20. I was thinking of adding, but I was already risking what, 40 bucks on each slot, 80 cents. So here's the bounce back, tiny little bounce back. Yeah, if I had that finesse, I could have added here, but missed it. And then by the time it was an actual hidden color change down here, if I added down here, I'd be adding like 50 cents of risk when my stop is essentially sitting in the same place. So that's kind of dumb to add risk, because I'd be adding like another 50 bucks of risk. And if it doesn't work out, I'm losing 150 bucks. It just happens this one worked out, but I would have made a lot of money, but it's whatever. So boom, that happened. On this bar, I get the new low. I take some profits, 104.86. I have 2 lots, so I take partial. Partial is only 1. Instant comes back to the 8, pulls back, and I'm waiting for an ad. Triggers, and then pretty sure I stop out on the next bar. I think. What time do I stop out? 10:15. Next bar. Yeah, this bar. Okay, so let's map that out. Got 2 lots here with an event stop. Got the new low here. Took some at 104.80 something. Took one off. Let the other one pull back. Got the ad here. Added 2 lots with an event stop at 105.6. So I'm actually losing on this ad. And that thing failed. Yeah, that's how it went. At the bottom of this, I had about $1 on each slot. So this trade at the peak was maybe a 2-hour trade. But then I let the 1 lot go back and then added, loss on the ad. So this trade ended up only being 31 bucks. Name, color change, position, declining 20 this time, and below the 200. Risk is decent. Yeah, I mean, shit just didn't work out, brother. I'll put this in good. It wasn't terrible. Not the worst trade. It's not my fault that I didn't get follow through. I did get an ad, but here, I'll show you what I could have improved on. Great initial entry. Good first profit take. Good first profit take. And well, was only able to take one off because I only had two, but I let the other lot live through the pullback. Got a trigger off the AMA, so of course I added. Got a trigger off AMA, so of course I added. Pulled stop right above the event, and it failed. So I actually lost on the ad. Things to improve. Maybe add lighter on the AMA pullbacks, on the AMA events, because that's typically where it double dips. It first triggers on the AMA, and if you have the stop right over the event, price retraces a bit deeper to the 20, which stops you out, but potentially respects the 20 and goes in your favor. Goes in your favor after you're already out. Also, could have traded this trade like the second leg. Yeah. So add a bit lighter and maybe also could hold the stop at break even before bro. I should hold the stop at break even before moving it over the pivot, because the pivot actually needs to form by going lower. What do I mean by treat this as a second leg? Gap down, that's the first leg. Drift into the MA, triggers, and just treat it as a one leg play, you know? So that it would have been treated like a one leg play. And no will out. Let's talk about the last trade of the day, which was on Disney. Y'all gonna hate me for this, man. This shit was fucking beautiful. So Disney, first, 11 o'clock, this thing triggered beautifully. On the 15, I mean, this shit's been trending up, right? So, right at the rising 20 on the 15, I hit this over the top right here. Yeah, shit's beautiful. Couldn't ask for anything more. Risk was good. Position, rising 20. Name is, come on, that's a pullback green bar reversal. I mean, shit's textbook, so bullish. Gap up, pullback, color, or whatever you want to call it, green bar reversal. And then that shit basically goes, man. Waiting for the new high here. That's what you get, the new high. But I was trying to get my size up on a 3-minute, which is which ends up being my downfall. So I added around 83.52 at 11. 83.52 at 11. Just go half. Midway into this bar. 2 lots. Now in 3-minute, I'm waiting for this pullback. I'm waiting for the lower time frames to align, So I get a nice pullback. I get a really tiny bar off this rising 8 right here. So that's my move right there. 8 lots right there. 8 lots. My stop under right here. First I had my stop down here. Event. The 15-minute event, right? And then moved it to 3 minutes, so obviously it's going to be tighter. And then I just trailed this thing tight as a motherfucker. 83.76. Basically stopping out right under that bar, which was tough, man. That sucked. I should have trailed maybe half off. Trailed too much off, in my opinion. Name, pullback, color change, position, rising 8, risk is good. It's not a bad trade, it's just not ideal. I'm probably going to put this into mediocre because I had the vision and it played out exactly how I wanted it to. Oh fuck. But just couldn't pull it off, man. Paste. Hold up, yo, I'll be back. Let's finish this up. I'm late to the trading day. But very beautiful textbook look on the 15-minute, and it played out perfectly into the end of the day. But I wasn't able to capitalize on it. Bulked up the trade. I buffed up the trade by dropping down to the 3-minute and finding an ad. Got decent follow through. Maybe about 3-yard trade. 3-yard trade at the high. But I was not able to lock that in. Next time, I'll probably trail out half the position on the break of the 8 and hold the other half because the 20 is right there. What do I mean by that? Shit, brother, look at it. Okay, look. You know, this one, yeah. It showed me it respected the 8, so I was hoping that I would only have to trail the 8. But you know, I stopped out, break of the 8. The next thing you know, it triggers again off the 20. But okay, look, my average price is 83.63. Low of this, 83.64. Comes right to the tip. If I had only stopped at 63 right here, yeah, that shit would have near stopped me out. Scary shit, but look, it triggered right. But I turned off the platform by then because I went to do my homework and it was 9 o'clock. Yeah, so almost 9 o'clock, lunchtime. But it triggered, right? And when did it break? Not there, that's a tease. I mean, that triggered an ad actually. And it went again. And there's a break right there. But pretty sure this went again. Or maybe sideways for the rest of the day. Yeah. But yeah. So missed out on a big chunk. But that was a, let me see, plus $132 trade. Didn't even cash it. Didn't even lock in half of that, which is insane to say. You know, looking back, I thought it was a decent trade, but always could be better, man. But yeah, panned out perfectly on the 15. I mean, beautiful uptrend here. Comes back, tests the 15, never triggers, then finally triggers right at the 20, and then shit just went up for the rest of the day. Essentially closing at the highs almost. So that's a plus $132 trade. Let me circle this. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it was only 2 lots here, but I had a 3 lot here or 8 lots here. I wouldn't have known though, you know, to leave my stop at break even. What if that thing went right through my break even? I would have been down on the day for like $160. I wouldn't have known, you know. So this is all hindsight, but I'm saying to like take advantage and not stop out of everything. Trail out half on the break of the 8, right? So half would have been gone. Hold the other half, you know, because the 20, the support is coming right there. Never breaks and actually triggers. So I would have added the 5 that I just took off back on, and with the stop right under at event, and then this shit goes. So I would have made money, like a lot more money, but wasn't the case. That was it for the day, minus 33 bucks. Just a little under a risk unit, so not a bad day. So let's get started with today. Thank you guys.